Logical to think it doesn't have tall mountains. And that is correct. It is unclear where the border goes exactly. The rio means river, but is this a river? This statue of a hand coming out of the sand. We see dolphins, sea lions, and meet some real gauchos. Okay, the lighting isn't great. It is 10 a.m. and it's still not light outside. That's December in Norway, guys. I'm Camilla, I make travel and geography related videos, and today we are zooming in on Uruguay. Uruguay es Superuruguay. Uruguay got its name from the Uruguay River that forms the border with Argentina. Uruguay is a Guarani word and it can mean several things, either bird river, where uru means bird, but could also derive from the word Uruguay, which is a river snail that was abundant in the river. Uruguay lies in the southeastern part of South America, bordering Argentina in the west and Brazil in the north and east, as well as the Atlantic Ocean to the south. Uruguay is geographically the second smallest country in South America after Suriname, making it the 89th largest country and number 129 in population, with 3.5 million people, about the same as the state of Connecticut. The capital city is Montevideo, and other big cities are Salto and Ciudad de la Costa. Border disputes. This is what the tri-point border of Uruguay, Argentina, and Brazil looks like. Google Earth doesn't show clearly where the border goes. Both Uruguay and Brazil claim the Ilha Brasileira, Brazilian island. See, the Uruguay River makes up the border, but there is an island here, so it is unclear where the border goes exactly. When I zoom out, it kind of looks like the land should belong to Uruguay, but it is called the Brazilian island. Another border dispute between Uruguay and Brazil can be found here. And now for the extreme points. Here is the easternmost point in the Lagoa Mirim. The southernmost point lies in Punta del Este, which is ironic because it means eastern tip. The westernmost point is here in the Uruguay River, and the northernmost point in the Guaraí River. So all extreme points lie in water. To measure how irregular the shape of the country is, I measure the size of this rectangle, then take Uruguay's land area and find that Uruguay fills 63% of the rectangle. We have a new record, guys! Uruguay is regular. Now we'll zoom in on the capital, Montevideo. As you can see, Montevideo lies along the water, with Ciudad de la Costa kind of attached to the capital city. Here we have the Montevideo Bay. Let's just dive right in. I'm gonna pick this place. Yeah, this looks like a bay city. I like the green trees here. Let's move a little forward. Vendo. Okay, if you want to live in Uruguay, I think there's a place for sale here. Juguetes. I think that means toys, so you can buy toys. Bebés means babies. Farmacia. Looks like an old shop. Farmacia, it says here too. Pharmacy. Alright, I want to get a little closer to the water. Ooh, we have Espacio Libre Alemania, Rambla República Argentina, Embajada de los Estados Unidos. It's an international place here. Let's check it out. Oh, I love palm trees. Gives me such a summer vibe. Yeah, these are some big roads, and this is the perfect boulevard if you want to walk alongside the water. Across the water lies Argentina. Yeah, I could definitely spend a weekend here. Looks like a nice park. It's a pretty cool city. Lakes and rivers. We have talked a bit about the country's rivers, like the Uruguay River that forms the border with Argentina. It is the longest river of the country. I also mentioned the Guaraí River that makes up the border with Brazil. Another river is the Rio Negro, and it is the most important one. It originates in the southern highlands of Brazil and flows across Uruguay east to west until it meets the Uruguay River at Isla de los Lobos. The river divides the southern part of the country from the northern part. The Rio Negro has dams, which have created the largest body of fresh water of the country, the Lago de Rincón del Bonete. It lies in the middle of the country. People think the lake is nice, a very special place, and it is a lovely place. I cannot talk about rivers without mentioning the Rio de la Plata. This is where the Uruguay and Paraná rivers stream into the Atlantic Ocean. Rio means river, but is this a river? To me, it looks way too wide to be a river, so I did some research and find that depending on the geographer, the Rio de la Plata can be considered an estuary, a gulf, a river, or even a small sea. If we consider it a river, it is the widest river in the world and hosts two capital cities, Montevideo and Buenos Aires. Now to the tallest point. Now if you take a look at this country, knowing it has a lot of rivers and lakes and borders the ocean, it is only logical to think it doesn't have tall mountains. And that is correct. The tallest point of Uruguay lies in a hill range called Sierra Carapé and is called Cerro Catedral and is only 514 meters tall or 1685 feet. I found out there are only 24 countries that have a lower highest point, and most of them are island nations. Let's do a random street view. Okay, I want to see the northern parts of the country. Let's try this place. Okay, we ended up here. We're definitely not in the city anymore. This is much more rural. I have pebbles here. Alright. That can happen in random street view. Nice weather there though. Let's try another place. I still want to see the northern part of the country. Maybe I can put it in this little town. Oh, see, this gives me a bigger sense of what the nature looks like in northern Uruguay. It is really flat and green and there's water here. I don't know if it's a river or just no water. Oh, look, cows. Maybe there are some gauchos working here. Maybe, could be. Old road. Maybe I can read this sign. Does it say? Does it say Ciudad El Sauce? You know, if the infrastructure would have been a little better and it was a little less hilly, could have been the Netherlands. Green and plenty of water. See, I like getting this impression of Uruguay. I'm gonna do one more random street view. I'm just gonna pick a random place. Yes, I like this. We landed on a road with vegetation alongside this road. Straight road with a truck approaching. Ooh, another sign. Let's see what it says. Acololo. Well, this was exciting. Opposite side time. I put the ruler into the capital Montevideo and find the point on the planet that is the furthest away. Yay! This point is super interesting. We are in the Yellow Sea between China and the Koreas, and the closest country has to be South Korea. So if you've ever been in South Korea, you know that you have been super far away from Uruguay. Time for some travel suggestions. For starters, Uruguay has some beautiful beaches like Poquitos in Montevideo, La Barra, and Punta Ballena, which is an important tourist attraction with 12-kilometer strip of beaches, this small and cool peninsula, and this statue of a hand coming out of the sand. But if you want something different, you should check out the nature of inland Uruguay. They have the Cerro Arequita. It is a rocky hill in the mountain/hill chain Cuchilla Grande, which means big knife. It is 305 meters tall, almost as tall as the highest point of Uruguay. And the top is flat. Inside are 3 caves. In one of them, the Colón, water is falling down continuously. You just have to buy some tickets and a guide will tell you all about the caves. After spending some time on the Cerro, you could walk down to this restaurante and spend the night at Laguna de los Cuervos at the river Santa Lucia. Then the next morning, take a 40-minute drive to the Salto del Penitente, which is a waterfall. It is 60 meters long, which compared to the 970 meter tall Angels Falls from the Venezuela episode, is super small in comparison. But look at it, it looks pretty impressive too. From Road 8 you take a right and enter a scenic road. It literally says Ruta Panorámica. It looks pretty nice here. In 2003, there was built some infrastructure to help enjoy this waterfall more. There is a reception, parking, and a hostel. The hostel is built in between the rocks above the waterfall, with windows that make it easy to see the view. Have you heard of gauchos? Yes, the South American answer to the cowboy. It's a national symbol in both Argentina and Uruguay, and an important part of their cultural tradition. And you can be a gaucho too. Lares Tours provides 2 different horseback riding experiences. One of 4 days where you will see the Agua Verde vineyards, local estancias, and do some swimming with the horses at the beach. The other experience is for 8 days and starts in Montevideo, but will take you all across the Brazilian border. The tour will lead you to various beaches, sand dunes, forests, and you could see dolphins, sea lions, and meet some real gauchos. Uruguay is a small and flat country, with many rivers and cute hills. These were some geographical facts on Uruguay. Next up is United States of America, and we're zooming out. Thank you for watching, guys.